Hi everyone, David here again, and today I'm going to be crashing through some of your important questions that you have posed in our exclusive Facebook group where I'm helping you to publish papers fast. So let me go through some of these. Adam, big thank you for sending these questions. They're really good, and I want to dive into several of them. So let me jump into one of the first ones here. You ask, could you speak about some of your experience in the softer side? How to collaborate or network to get in touch with other researchers who may be interested in your topic and work together with them? Or do you suggest that sometimes it's better just to work on your own topic? If I have a topic for systematic review and I approach experts in the field to ask if they want to collaborate, what do you think? So that's a really great question. And it's one of the big advantages to starting to produce. So often, I'm sitting here in the office. I get a knock at the door from students, even other faculty sometimes, and they always want something. Always want some of your time. They want your help with something, and you're completely flipping the script by doing this. I can tell you the experience is so rare that a student or a researcher comes to me and says, "Hey, I'm working on this topic that's right in your area. You're a top expert on this field." And by the way, professors respond to having their egos stroked because it happens so rarely. Flattery works all too well. So you're approaching them saying, "Hey, look, I'm working on this topic. You're the expert in it, and would you be interested in collaborating on it?" So here you're presenting. You're organized. You've got a topic that's already viable, and there's a publication at the end of the tunnel. And remember, for most academics, publications are money in the bank. This is your academic currency for success. So I think you'll be very surprised to find at how well you can forge these networks, get access to the top people in your field by being organized and approaching them with something that contributes to their goals. So that combination, that mild flattery, don't overdo it. They're the experts, and that's why you're contacting them. And you'd really love to publish a paper together. Let me just turn off those notifications for the moment. So, hope that helps. Let me dive into your next question here. I'm just going to pull this up and read through it again. So you ask on choosing a topic, and this is a really important set of questions. Many people have a lot of ideas, oftentimes a lot of good ideas, and it's hard to just narrow it down to one to know which to start with. And so you've asked here, well, okay, what if, and you're looking at systematic review, what if the systematic review has been done already? Do you think it could be updated? So this depends on the topic. COVID, for example, has moved so fast that even in the space of 3 months, the volume of papers is just profound that have been coming out, and there is likely enough to update and say something meaningful about in a very short period of time. So it really is going to depend on the pace at which your field has moved to see if there's a meaningful contribution that you can make to knowledge over and above what's already been done. If you send it directly to me, I can take a look and get back to you privately on that. You've also asked, what if it has only been, a light narrative kind of review, scoping review, and not really a full-fledged review on steroids, the systematic reviews that we're doing? Yes, that can also work, but I think it would also help that there is some updated knowledge to be added. So absolutely there is scope to do a systematic review if it has never been done before. That's excellent. But the contribution will be limited if there's been a scoping review that's been done 2-3 months ago. So you want to keep that in your calculation. Also, you ask a good question here on topic of what are criteria for not going into a topic? And that's a really good question because I see many dive into a topic and they just spend so much time grappling with it, trying to make it work. Like that old cliche, it's like they're trying to beat a dead horse, or the old phrase like you can't polish a turd. If you started down the wrong path, if your topic wasn't good to begin with, uh, you can really waste a lot of time, and it happens so often. So one of the very first things to do is you want to make sure in any topic that it's feasible and in a reasonable amount of time. Uh, we we tend to think, for better or for worse, in the short run, because as the economist Keynes said, in the long run, we're all dead. So my philosophy, my personal ethos is for you to stay motivated, stay passionate. You want to get these small, quick wins that are going to put you on a positive trajectory going forward. So you want to make sure it's feasible, and you want to make sure it's fast, especially at the career stage that you're at. Now, for the topic to be meaningful, one test is go look on Google Scholar and look at if there's research already on that topic. In not just commentaries, not just editorials, but actual real research on that topic that's been done. And that's really important, because sometimes people will be very excited about a topic, which could be great. They're really right at the forefront of their field, but it's a very high risk area as well, and maybe little or no work has been done on it yet, and it's difficult to judge or calibrate whether that topic's going to be feasible. So I would make sure that there's already been some research done on that topic, and that's going to help make sure that the components of your topic are viable and things that you can address and bite off into bite-sized chunks that you can do in a quick, manageable way. Okay, and let me just take another one of your key questions here, Adam. Again, thanks for weighing in here. Right, this is a really good question. So, in my experience, there seems to be a paradox between working with other academics but not sharing too much of your ideas. Otherwise, they may take your ideas and do work without you. Do you have any insight, experience, suggestions for that issue? It's happened to me, and it's happened to me many times that I've been very generous with ideas, and people run off with them, even publish them without you, and you feel like you got burned. And my take on it is this: well, one, they've burned themselves because they've cut off collaboration with me, and they've lost my trust and lost my confidence. But it's also saved me time, because I'm not gonna, they have excluded themselves from the group, and with me, you get one chance to prove yourself, and you've lost my trust, you've lost it for forever. So there's that. It also reminds me of the Nobel Prize winning chemist Linus Pauling, and he said, to have a good idea, you've got to have many ideas. And sometimes I think we hold on to our darlings and we really cherish them and nurture them, but sometimes you have to kill those darlings and move on to other things. I generally think at the stage that you're at right now, it's good to have a lot of ideas and share them openly, because the balance is that you are more likely to get investment in your career from other top people in your field if you approach them with an open, flexible ethos. And I believe that benefit is going to, in the short, medium term, serve you better than the risk that they try to screw you over and run off with your ideas. This is my personal philosophy. I have been burnt before, but as I reflect over the course of my career in publishing hundreds of papers, having that philosophy and that ethos has enabled me to get, along my career, very prominent, important mentors in the field that I don't think I would have been able to access to otherwise. So look forward to seeing you guys in our next live session. If you have any questions, do post them to the group, and we will answer them and tap into our collective knowledge as academic, graduate research community here.